So Ben,
Andy?
I'm having a real left shoulder issue problem.
Okay.
So I just, if I need any modifications or whatever.
Yeah, let me know.
Okay.
And let's maybe get you into the gym soon.
Okay, it's
We can-
right,
So we can take a peek. Yeah, point to. Okay.
right at the, it's like at the AC joint or something. It's just right there at the tip.
And it's on your left arm.
Yeah, and it's only when I'm going backwards to like do that.
Like scratch your back.
Yeah.
Can you take your
Otherwise,
left hand?
it's fine.
Okay. Take your left hand, put your left hand on top of your right shoulder. Yeah. Keep your left hand on your right shoulder and just kind of lift your elbow up.
Oh,
Does that hurt?
yeah,
All right.
a little bit
So
right there.
okay. That's a positive impingement test. So that means that you have some impingement that's happening basically where you have that pain kind of through here. That could be bicep related. That could also be shoulder related. So let's get through the workout and we'll see, if anything bothers it during the workout. Okay.
Okay. Mhm.
All right, gang. Let's get you started. All right, we're going to start ankles first. So we're going to get our ankle 11 first. So we got our calf raises, our tib raises, our calf raises again, and then our tib raises again. I'm going to do this with you guys. So I'm going to give you 2 minutes-ish to get these done. We're going to start tib raises first. 25 of everything. Good job. $25 tib raises, 25 calf raises. And then we're going to do our 25 tib raises again. Yeah, about a minute, gang. Did I lose somebody? I guess I lost somebody. Nancy? About 30 seconds, gang. "15 seconds. Once you guys get these done, or in about 10 seconds, let me get you just lay down on your backs. All right, that's time. If you got them all done, great. If not, that's okay. These are great exercises to do every day. It only takes you a couple minutes to do them. Kind of like checking the pressure in your tires. So for our glutes today, we're gonna actually go belly down. We're gonna do our army crawls and our figure fours. So we're going to be in a belly. You can do any glute exercise that you want. This is the one, excuse me, I'm going to give you. So if you want to do some like single leg hip ups instead, or some X-band walkouts, any of that stuff, totally fine. So looks like this. We're going to start basically just belly down. I'm going to drive my leg up. You can alternate sides if you want to, but you're going to do 8 where you're just driving your leg up, and then you're going to take your foot, place your foot in the crook of your knee, and then you're going to lift it up 8 times. Okay, so 8 army crawls and 8 figure 4 knee lifts. If you can't get the foot to the crook of your knee, that is an issue. It would mean that you have some tight hips and external rotation. You should be able to get your foot to the inside of your knee. Once you get that done, we're gonna stay on our bellies. We're gonna work on our kettlebell arm bar. So once you get 8 army crawls and 8 figure 4 knee lifts, you're gonna straighten your right arm. Your ear goes to your right bicep. You bring your left leg up, so you're basically in this position. Okay, so head's resting on my shoulder or on my bicep, and my left knee's on the floor. I'm gonna bring my hand to me, and I'm gonna reach up and back as much as I can, and then back down. We're gonna do 7 of these. So I'm just kind of bringing my hand towards me. I'm gonna keep my ear on my bicep. I'm gonna reach the ceiling, and I'm trying to reach backwards as far as I can. 7 each side. Try and keep your ear on your bicep, but I do want you kind of rotating your head a little bit. Yeah, like an arm bar. 7 each side. You, Jen. Good, gang. All right, once you get those 7 done, we're gonna go into a quadruped position. I want your butt as close as you can get it to your heels. You can take your knees far apart from each other to make that a little bit easier. We're gonna do our reach, roll, and lifts. So we're in this position. I'm gonna reach my hand away from me. I'm gonna roll my palm to the ceiling, trying to keep my elbow as straight as possible. And I'm gonna lift my whole arm up and then switch sides. So it slides out. That's my reach. I roll my palm to the ceiling, elbow straight, and I lift my arm up off the floor. 6 each side, please. Reach, roll, and lift. 6 each side. Once you get those 6 done, we're gonna take a knee. We're gonna do so you can do your half kneeling 3 position mobs if you want. So that's basically just kind of forward and backward, open up a little bit, and then open up a little bit. You're going to do 3 each one of those positions, or just hold your leg in this position and rock forward and backward 9 times. So either 3 like this, 3 like that, 3 like that, or 9 forward and backward. I do want you to keep your chest down a little bit. So try not to drive chest up and belly forward. Chest should be down. 9. 9 total. Once you guys get those 9 done, let me get you to stand up, please. So for our laterals today, we're gonna do we haven't done get downs in a while. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do our lateral lunge to a get down and a get up. Okay, so what that looks like is I'm gonna take a step out to the side. So I'm going to my right, actually I'm going to my left side. So left lunge, both hands go down on the floor, and I'm gonna sit my butt on the floor. And then I lift my butt back up, go back into that left lunge, and then I would swap over to the other side. All right. We're going to go 40 seconds. So we got lateral lunges with the get down. 3, 2, 1, go. So again, we're just taking a step out to the side. Both hands go down to the floor in wherever position you feel comfortable. And then you sit that butt down and then you pick it back up and then switch to the other side. Nice and slow with this, slower the better. In the 40 seconds, maybe like 2 to 3 on each side. And we got about 10 seconds. All right, guys, rest. All right, gang, give me some self-love. So we got 2 minutes. We're going to start toe touches first. 2 minutes. 4 to 6 of each of these. So I'm going to push my hips back, lock my knees. Make sure my weight doesn't come off of my toes. So don't let your toes rock up. Exhale as you bend forward. Push your butt forward to stand up. Don't just lift your head up.
Sorry.
After you get your toe touches done, we're going to go into our deep squat. 2 biggest things I'm looking for the deep squats. No knee pain. That's number 1. No knee pain. Number 2, you're just trying to get down as low as you can without that knee pain happening. If the heels come up off the floor, that's totally fine as long as there's no knee pain. You could rock side to side like what I'm doing. We should all strive and look at how easy Jamie can squat down into that position. If you look like Jamie, you just go up and down a couple times. If you look like me, you're screwed. I'm just kidding. After your deep squats, we're going to go armies overhead. So on our backs, elbows locked, just bringing our arms over top of our head. Again, all of these are going to be about 4 to 6. After your arms overhead, we're going to do our quadruped spinal waves. Wonder if you're going to try them. You did them the other day. Quadruped spinal waves, push hands into the floor, round through the upper back, and then give me a little bit of an arch. 4 to 6. Then we're going to finish with our wrist love. Palms down, fingertips away. Gang, if you wake up and you notice that you wake up with your hands in a clenched fist, then you need to do some more wrist love. And then we're going to go palms up, fingertips towards us. Ooh. And then we're going to finish with our palms down, fingertips towards us. All right, gang. Let's get into the workout. So we got core first before we get into the conditioning part. For our core today, we got penguins. Whew. We got a beast hover with a knee touch. And then we have windshield wipers. Okay, so penguins. So we're on our back. I have no idea why these are called penguins, but there are really two different ways. Have I ever seen a penguin on its back? All right, fair enough. So these look like penguins because I guess when penguins on their back and they're trying to get up, they kind of look like this. So two different ways to do this. You can do this with feet down or feet up. So I'm gonna put my hands right next to my hips. I'm gonna kind of curl my shoulder blades up off the floor, and then I'm gonna try and reach as far down on my foot as I can. This is the kind of easier. I prefer this version. The other version would be you lift your legs up and you do the same thing. Okay. But I like this one personally. That's the first exercise. Second exercise is beast hover with a knee touch. All right. There are two versions of this exercise. The first version is just the beast hover. Okay. You're just hovering, knees up off the floor. The knee touch is exactly what it sounds like. You hover and then you touch your knee. Okay. That's your beast hover knee touch. So you're just alternating touching your knees. The last one is windshield wiper. Couple different ways to do this one. Probably the easiest way most people are going to start is just knees up, knees are bent, and we're just kind of rocking. Sometimes we'll do this movement in the warm up. We're just rocking our legs side to side. Make it harder by making a longer lever. Okay, that'll make it harder. We're going to do each one of these for 30 seconds. We're going to go through twice. We'll have a little bit of a rest in between each exercise, maybe like 10 seconds. First exercise is going to be our penguins. 30 seconds. All of these exercises are slow. All right, gang. 3, 2, 1, go. Penguins first. Shoulder blades are up off the floor, and you're trying to get your hand as far down your foot as you can. So reach with the hand. This should mostly be obliques, although some of you might get it in the front core. That's fine. 5 more seconds. Rest. All right, flip over into a beast position. So you're in a beast position. We're going to go in 5 seconds. You're either just holding that beast position for 30, or you're going to do your alternating knee touch. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Really slow for this one. The idea with this is that when you take your right hand off the floor to touch your left knee, nothing else moves. So when you go from 4 points of contact to 3 points of contact, nothing moves. Some of you might notice that you're more stable on your right arm than your left arm. That's important. 5 more seconds. All right, gang, windshield wipers on your back. We're going to go in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. So all you're doing is legs are up. Your hands are out to the side. Your hands are kind of working as like counterbalances to the leg. Longer lever, harder. So straighter your legs are, harder. Don't hold your breath with this. 5 more seconds, then we're going to go back to our penguins. Rest. All right, gang, back to the penguins. We're going to go in about 5 seconds. Remember, shoulder blades are up off the floor. Sometimes I'll think about tucking my chin to my chest to help with that. 3, 2, 1, go. Slow, big reach. Really reach with your hands. Try to get like to your toes with your hands. That big reach is going to really help you feel your core work. 10 seconds, gang. Rest. All right, guys, we're going to our beast hover. Beast hover, knee touch. 3, 2, 1, go. And we're trying not to move. Halfway. Good, gang. 5 seconds. Rest. All right, windshield wipers. 30 seconds, windshield wipers. 3, 2, 1, go. Ideally, with these windshield wipers, your hands shouldn't come off the floor. Ideally. So your arms, you should only let your legs fall to one side. That allows you to be able to keep your arms on the floor. And don't hold your breath. 10 seconds. Rest, gang, rest. Resty rest. Resty rest. Okay. Today, Zombie Apocalypse Day. So today's our conditioning day. We got 4 exercises. I like these 4 exercises. Great exercises, very kind of basic, so you'll be able to put a lot of work into these exercises. Now, this is going to be your, we're going to change the second circuit a little bit, but for the first circuit, we're going to keep the same that we have been doing. So you have 30 seconds of mandatory work. So every single exercise, you have to work for 30 seconds. All right. The other 30 seconds in the minute, so each exercise is going to be a minute with 30 seconds of mandatory work. And then you can rest as much as you want out of the other 30 seconds of the minute. All right. So some of these exercises are going to be easy. Maybe you do the whole minute. Some of these exercises are really hard. Maybe you only do 30 seconds. Okay. We are going to go through 3 times. First exercise is going to be a curtsy lunge. Curtsy lunge is a backward step and a little bit behind you. Okay. So it looks like this. I'm going to take a step backwards and I'm going to go a little bit behind. So backwards and behind this leg. All right. Then I drive up and I would alternate to the other side. Okay. So this is my curtsy lunge. All right. In the grand scheme of things, it's a posterior lunge. So if it feels really awkward for you to kind of step back and over, then just take a big step backwards into a posterior lunge. All right. You could also do this as a curtsy squat, which basically just looks like this. Okay, you're just doing it in a squat position versus a lunge position. But we're going to alternate sides for that. Second exercise will be push-ups. So just good old-fashioned push-ups. Okay. We're not really telling you arms wide, arms close. So I would like your arms somewhat close to your torso. They don't have to be, elbows locked to torso, but I don't want them in this position. Okay. So about here, I always think of like an arrow or like an A. Okay. That's your push-ups. Third exercise, you have a choice. You can do regular squats, any version of regular squats you want. You can do jump squats, or you could do burpees. Now, if you know what a burpee is, feel free to do it. If you don't know what a burpee is, I don't want you doing it on today's workout. All right? Because today is the first day of the workout. If you want to do some burpees, that's fine if you know what they are. But if not, just do if you want to make it harder, just do regular jump squats. Because doing this shit for 30 seconds is hard as it is. Your last exercise is going to be your RDL to curls to presses. So this is very similar to the last one that we did last phase. So we got an RDL, but we're going to throw in a press after the curl. Okay. All right, gang. 30 seconds of work, mandatory. 30 seconds of rest. I will let you know when 30 seconds is up. We are going to go through 3 rounds. So we got 12 minutes of work. We're going to start in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Curtsy lunges first. This is alternating curtsy lunge. So we're going each side. Taking a big step behind us. I want you to make sure that your front knee, as much as possible, is over top of your feet. So try not to, that is 30 seconds. Try not to let your knee come really far out like this. All right. Try and, as much as possible, try and keep the knee in line with the foot. We got 20 more seconds in this first exercise, and then we're going on to our push-up. 10 seconds. 3. All right, gang, give me some push-ups. I like these push-ups on your knees. If you want to do them off your knees, that is totally fine. And you're going to be in any position of arms that you want, just not elbows all the way out. We don't like our push-ups like this. Sandy, let me know if any of this stuff causes any shoulder pain.
Yeah, a little bit. On the push-up. On the push-up part.
30 seconds down. So Sandy, what you're going to do is you're just going to hold that push-up position and touch your shoulders.
Okay.
And let me know how that feels. Okay.
Okay.
20 more seconds. And then we're going into our squat, our jump squats, our burpees.
Oh,
if you know what burpees are, you can do the burpees. Does that feel okay, Sandy? 5 more seconds.
That's much better.
Okay, good. All right, gang. So we got regular squats, jump squats, or burpees. 3, 2, 1, go. Does anybody do burpees? Aiden's doing some burpees. Good for you, Aiden. Good for you. I would not be doing burpees. I agree, especially for 30 seconds. I said I agree, especially for 30 seconds. That is 30. Change this music if you want, or 15 more seconds. Then we're going to go to our RDL to curl to press. So like dumbbells, kind of go down to about dumbbells about knee level, and then I drive it up into a curl and then into that overhead press. Go. From the press, as you bring it down into the curls, nice and slow on the down for the curls. I like that. I like give them a little bit of choice. Halfway, 20, actually a little bit over halfway, 20 seconds to go. Then we're going to go back to our curtsy lunge. All right, gang, 3 more seconds. We're going back to our curtsy lunge. Go. Curtsy lunge. Yeah, you're probably fine. It's just cripples like me. Halfway. 30 seconds down. Yeah, that looks good. When you're much better on the left side than the right side, you can feel a difference. Yeah. 15 more seconds. It's not a big deal. It's just like, you could understand how Yes. So you actually want to think about pushing push your right leg this way. All right, gang, that's time. Give me some push 'em up, or as Chuck Norris calls them, earthaways. Push 'em aways. Push 'em ups. Gang, that is halfway for your push-ups. Remember, we got 30 seconds of mandatory work. We got 15 more seconds, and then we're going into our jumps, jump squats, burpees. Don't think that burpees is the hardest part of this exercise. Believe it or not, you're probably going to get your heart rate a lot higher with jump squats than burpees. 3, 2, 1, go. The reason being is because with the burpee, you have a little bit of a rest. There are some transition points to the burpee where you have a little bit of rest, but with the jump squat, you are working the entire time. Ten more seconds to our 30 mark. All right, that's 6.5 minutes down. So you got 30 seconds left in this particular exercise. We are a little bit over halfway done. 15 seconds, then we're going on to our RDLs to curls to presses. 2, 1, go. Curls, or excuse me, RDLs, curl, presses. RDLs, curls, presses. Halfway done. Again, we got 10 seconds, and then we're going back to our curtsy lunges for our last set. All right, guys, give me some curtsy lunges. We got 4 minutes of work. We got 4 minutes of work. Then we got one more conditioning circuit. And then you're done. Dunsville. Halfway done. Ten seconds, gang. We're going into our push-ups. All right, guys, give me some push-ups. Give me a little full body hollow. Can you give me a little full body hollow? Like other way. Yeah, it looks still better. Yeah, you go. All right, guys, that is halfway. 30 seconds down. Gang, 10 more seconds. Then we have our jumps, jump squats, burpees. 5 seconds. All right. Give me some jumps. Or give me some squats, depending on what you're doing. Remember, guys, I want you landing soft. That is the most important part of these jumps, whether you're doing your burpees or your jump squats or whatever the case may be. I want you landing soft on the ground. That is halfway done. We got 90 seconds left in this in this circuit. $15 seconds. 10 seconds. All right, gang. Last thing, 1 minute, RDLs to curls to presses. We got a break after this. So try and go for the whole minute of this because we're going to take a minute rest after this before we get into our next conditioning circuit. Try and go for the minute. Halfway done. $20 seconds. Good job, gang. Good job. 10 seconds. Gang, rest. Resty, rest. We got 1 minute rest. $30 seconds, gang. And I'm going to go over the next circuit. All right. Next round. So first exercise can either just be a regular front plank or you can do it a single leg front plank, right? It's exactly what it sounds like. Single leg, one leg, okay? If you want to do the single leg front plank, you can do it a bunch of different ways. The easiest way is just hold it off the floor for 5 seconds. Your count, 5 seconds. And then you switch, hold the other one off the floor for 5 seconds. All right? Do not put your other leg on top. Don't cross your legs. That's not single leg anymore. All right? So don't do your single leg front plank like this. This is still a bilateral side or a front plank. Your leg has to be off the floor for it to be single leg. Okay? Second exercise is going to be heel elevated squat. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a variation off of this if you want to do it. So here's your heel elevated squat. If you want to have a different variation, you can do a heel elevated B stance squat. Okay, so I basically just take my leg, slide it back behind me, and then I go into my B stance heel elevated squat. Okay. Third exercise, supine chest flies, because prone chest flies would be a T. So ideally, this is on a foam roller or a bench, so that way your hands can open up past the line of your torso. So you're going to lay on that foam roller, very light dumbbells. If you've never done flies before, very light dumbbells. And basically, you're just going to kind of let your arms come out all the way ideally to the floor, and then you're going to focus on contracting your pecs to bring the dumbbells back up. This is very similar to the pullover. So you don't want to go down fast. You also don't want to come up fast out of the stretch. These are 5 pounds. I feel as though if I came up fast out of the stretch, I'm probably going to tear my pec. So nice and slow on the up, nice and slow on the down, especially if you're not used to doing this exercise. Last one, quadruped hydrants. Now, what we're going to do for the hydrants is we're going to do one side the first round and then the other side the second round. So we're just here. Okay. A lot of you are probably going to have to make that harder. So you can take a dumbbell. You can place the dumbbell in the crook of your knee and lift it up. You could also do a band around the knees. I don't like the band personally. I like the dumbbell better, but that's really up to you. All right. This is 40 seconds of mandatory work. And then we get 20 seconds of rest. It's the same format, but instead of having 30 seconds of mandatory work and 30 seconds of rest, we have 40 seconds of mandatory work because we're only going through twice. All right, gang, we're going to start with our single leg front plank or regular front planks. We're going to go in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. So 40 seconds of mandatory work. If you want to do a single leg plank, you just pick a leg up off the floor, count to 5, put it down, pick the other one off the floor. Just make sure that you're not stacking your feet. Don't put your feet on top of each other. Keep going, gang. Keep going. I'll let you know when 40 seconds is up. We're about 5 seconds away. All right, that is 40 seconds. So you can rest for these next 20 seconds if you want to. Second exercise we're going into is our heel elevated squat. Either regular squats or B stance heel elevated squats. And again, B stance is you're just taking a small step behind you and doing your squat. Go! So heel elevated squat or B stance elevated squats, which is what Coach Jamie is doing. If you do your B stance, stay on that side. So do all one side because we'll switch to the other side the next round. Because again, we're only doing 2 rounds. Good job, gang. That is 40. That's 40 seconds down. Don't worry. If you did it in a B stance, we'll hit the other leg next round. So you're going on to your flies next. All right, gang, give me some flies. So again, nice and slow when you open your arms up. You've never done this exercise before. Nice and slow on the way back up. You should feel a big stretch across the pecs, across your chest. That is what we're looking for. You should not have any pain in your shoulders. Some of you might feel a little bit of a stretch in the bicep. That's okay. It's not ideal, but that's okay. That is 40. We got quadruped hydrants first. You're going to pick a side. You're going to do all that side. All right, gang, give me some quadruped hydrants. So pick a side, right or left, and then you're just lifting that leg up like you're peeing on a fire hydrant. Hence the name. Stay on that side. I like to go knee in the, or I like to go dumbbell in the knee. Jamie's doing it with the band. Either one is fine. I would try and do this one for the whole minute. We got about 30 seconds left in this minute. We'll do the other side next round. 20 seconds left. Good job, gang. 10 more seconds. We got 4 minutes of work. We're going back to our single leg front planks or regular front planks. All right, gang, give me some planks. Give me some front planks or single leg front planks. Halfway done, gang. 30 seconds. Give me another 10 seconds of work. Remember, we're only doing 2 rounds. So this is the last round that we have. That's your 40 mark. So you could rest now if you wanted to. We got 5 seconds, then we're going on to our squat. Give me some squats. Give me some squats. Either heel elevated or B stance, whichever ones you did last time. Yeah, sissy squats mess you up. Yep. Yep. That is 40 seconds down. Yep. We got 10 seconds. Then we're going on to our supine chest flies. All right, gang, give me some flies. Chest fly. Nice and slow on the down. Big stretch across the chest and the pec. Nice and slow on the up. This is for the pecs. Jamie asked a really good question. Halfway done. Said, what should our shoulder blades be doing? In the grand scheme of things, you want your shoulder blades pulled back together. So you kind of want a little bit of an arch in your chest. That should allow you to feel it more in the pecs, bigger stretch. Ten more seconds, exactly like a bench press. If we've taught you how to bench press with a barbell, you are basically going to do that same thing with the shoulder blades. Tuck them underneath you. All right, we got quadruped hydrant. We got 1 minute of quadruped hydrant. Pick the other side. Or maybe pick the same side. Maybe you want to pick the same side too. Whatever. Maybe you want one ass cheek bigger than the other one. Whatever. That's your power side. That's the side that you pose for your pictures. My right butt cheek is bigger than my left butt cheek. Don't ask me how I know that. I do. I do know that. We got 30 seconds. Huh? Try to do this for the whole minute. We got 15 seconds left. Five seconds. Gang, that is time. Tiny time. 20-minute workout. Circuit conditioning done. With some core thrown in there. And a bunch of laughs. Mostly for me, because I don't think anybody laughed today. But that's okay. I will laugh enough for everybody. Good job, gang. Sandy. keep us
Yeah.
in the loop as far as, don't do anything that aggravates it. Okay. If you can, you'd want to do, so if you can, you'd want to do pull aparts, but you want to do them very light. Okay. So like orange band
Okay.
and low. So lower on your torso than what you would normally go. Okay. And you need to be really
Okay.
working on pulling shoulder blades back together while you do it. All right. Not just
Okay.
picking the band apart, but actively pulling shoulder blades back together. Um,
Okay.
you could also put in some very, very light. Again, both of these are going to be very light. Some very light dislocations. Like almost to the point where like I kind of feel a little bit, but not a lot.
Okay.
If either one of those cause pain, let me know or let us know. And that it just sounds like you have an impingement. Ultimately, it means that you're too much in this position.
Ah.
It means you're too much here and you're too much here. And so we want to
Oh.
get you here and here.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Alright. Yeah. Okay.
So do the pull aparts, do the dislocations, like 50 to 100 of these a day, but very light.
Okay.
Okay. And then like just do these a lot. And again, though, very, very light.
Okay.
Okay.
Like every time I think of something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or like, maybe
Okay.
have like hang the band. I used to do so I used to have a broomstick. When I lived alone, I had a broomstick in every doorway. And so when I walked through the broomstick, this was before I used bands for this. When I walk through the doorway, I grab the broomstick and I just do a couple of these. Just kind of like
Oh,
have your band hanging up, right? And like grab it, do a couple, and then go about your day.
okay. All
Okay.
right. All
All
right.
right, Miss Sandy, you have a great weekend.
All right. Yes, you too. Sometime I'd like to talk
Hey,
about training for a 5K
say
walk.
that say that again. So I heard